Going on, everybody? My name is Pete, but you probably already knew that. But in case you didn't, you guys are watching the one, the only Paid to Drive, one of the only channels on YouTube trying to put a little bit more of that money right back in your pocket in so many ways. Shout out to Beezy out there. Now listen, guys, I told you that I'd be doing some live streams tonight. I just found out from several people that YouTube is still having processing issues. So, for instance, the live stream works, but then it takes like 15 hours for the video to process because YouTube has limited workers working right now because of what's going on right now. So it's taking forever to get these videos processed or whatever. It happened to me the other day, 2 days ago, and it's still happening. I spoke with Tony, Team LMDU. He's having the same issue. So at least the premieres are working. So, hey, everybody in the chat, in the premiere, everyone say what's up. And guys, once this video reaches 150 likes or more, we will be on to the next one. So comment 111 if you hit the like, 222 if you haven't yet, and subscribe down below with those notifications turned on if you haven't yet. Comment 777 if you haven't done that yet, or if you have done that, 888 if you haven't. Everybody say what's up in the chat. So, multiple people sent me this article. Okay, people were telling me about this since yesterday. So many people have sent it. So many people have sent it. Voice crack. So I wanted to finally cover it. I'm afraid that this may happen on DoorDash if it has not happened already. Okay, I'm sure most of you guys already know. If you want to put your call in the chat right now about what I'm about to talk about, links in the description down below. So this is happening right now in New York, but I'm sure it's happening in other places too. People are bait and switching grocery delivery workers with big tips. New Yorkers are biting the hand that feeds them. Workers with grocery delivery apps such as Instacart say that customers are relying on them for groceries during this lockdown and are robbing them of a livable wage by luring them with a big tip only to decrease or remove the tip altogether after delivery. Now let me just put in my 2 cents there. That is absolutely disgusting. I understand people are hurting for money, but you don't understand. And I'm not directing this towards the drivers. I'm directing this to anyone who may be watching this that's looking into how these apps work. If you are someone doing this, you are a disgraceful person, okay? Because you are literally putting someone else's life at risk and health at risk so that you can live comfortably at home and get your deliveries and get your groceries delivered to you. And just to reduce the tip and take it back just because, you know, you wanted to ensure that your orders got there, that's disgusting. And DoorDash, if this happens on DoorDash, because DoorDash has the feature to edit the tips or pay later as well, if I'm not mistaken, okay? Instacart should be removing these customers, but they won't. But that's just my opinion. Comment 333 if you agree that this is disgusting. 444 if you disagree. So it says, they're really hurting. Paul Bagden, professor at Johnson & Wales University College of Hospitality Management, says of the workers, he calls these people heroes for the risks that they're taking by going door to door, especially for menial wages. That's even more than fluffing a pillow or holding a car door, he tells the Post. These people are actually putting themselves in harm's way for us. Instacart worker Annalisa Arambula from Portland, Oregon, calls the bait and switch trend demoralizing. I don't pretend to be a hero like a nurse in a hospital, but I literally am exposing myself, and when I return home, exposing my family to the possibility of transmitting this disease. When you know that it's somebody who's just doing it to game the system and to get their order when they want it, it's really frustrating. In late March, Arambula accepted an order that included a generous tip of $55. But an hour after a successful drop-off, she noticed that amount had gone to zero. They took away all 50. They couldn't even leave $1. With a note reading, customer modified the tip post-delivery. This is something that needs to stop, okay? On apps like Instacart, shoppers can opt to accept a batch of deliveries, which includes information such as customer locations, items requested, and tip offered. Once a delivery has been made, customers have up to 3 days to adjust the tip on the order, which is ridiculous, man. It should only be to add more, not to take money away. Arambula and others claim that approximately half of their earnings come from tips. Meanwhile, Instacart's business is booming. According to a recent announcement by the company that said they plan to hire some 300,000 new food delivery people in North America to meet the increased demand during this crisis. A representative from Instacart told CNN Business that tipping has increased overall and that the recent removal of the none-tip option is helping. Now app users must manually enter $0, which would ideally produce pangs of guilt, enough to make them think twice about stiffing staff. However, they would not confirm whether incidents of bait and switching had occurred among their employees. Nevertheless, they wrote in a recent email to customers to please consider tipping above and beyond to reflect the extra effort of your shopper. These are affluent communities that I'm delivering to, said Jennifer of Pennsylvania, who withheld her last name for fear of retribution. She was recently promised a tip of $32.94 on a 27-item order and $13.31 for 38 products. Both were reduced to $0 following the delivery. There's almost no need to not tip, especially when not only is this a convenience for you, but we're in a pandemic right now, she said. Commenting on the colleagues' recent protests over their employers' labor practices, Jennifer added, "I can't strike. I literally cannot afford to." To prevent getting scammed by customers, her tactic has been to shop during peak demand when Instacart pays a few dollars more for their work. "We always say, no matter what, never trust a tip," she said. Comment 333 if you agree with that. No matter what, never trust a tip. Some customers, according to Carolyn, who chose to be identified by first name only, have made outrageous and out-of-touch claims to justify their tip removal. One such person said she called her shopping performance unethical when she could not deliver on notoriously scarce toilet paper. "I tried my best. A lot of people are detached from the situation going on," said Carolyn from Florida. "They really don't see what we see. We know things are a no-no, like soap and toilet paper. You barely find eggs. So how much should you tip?" "Go with your heart," advises Bogdan. The hospitality industry expert has a few guidelines to those in a position to tip, keeping in mind that the demand and risk associated with this work is unprecedented during the pandemic. In terms of amount, he said, customers should apply the same generous spirit they do during the holidays. "If you can afford it, we say give them twice the tip," he says, adding that the national average for tipping is as high as 22% to the 23% outside of the holiday season. So tipping as much as 45% is called for. Comment 333 if you guys agree with that. When it comes to picking up food from a restaurant, the same rules apply. "You should tip regular prices on takeout," said Bogdan, pointing out that without in dining, the cooks and others who prepare your food are no longer getting as much of a cut of tips usually guaranteed to them via waitstaff. And yes, most waiters are required to split their tips with those working back of the house, so consider that next time you are able to dine at a restaurant. Bogdan adds that while some supermarket chains have policies that ban cash tips, you should feel free to slip your grocers a few bills. "These people are really putting themselves at a real risk," he says. "Those people don't really have a choice, and they're there to help us." He acknowledges that debate has roiled for years over whether it's fair that workers should have to rely on customers to supply a large percentage of their wages through tips, and he sympathizes with the argument. But please don't choose this time to take a stand on the issue. A lot of people have debated the concept of tipping in the past, but we're certainly not going to change it anytime soon, he says. So, I'm just curious for all of you guys watching, in the premiere and everything. How do you guys feel about this? Because it's deplorable. I get it. I get it. We are all struggling with money, but if you are putting someone's life at risk to deliver to you groceries, food, products that you need during this situation, shame on you for taking the money back at all. And just, giving them a sense of, "Ooh, I'm going to get $55. And then you put it to $0? Are you freaking kidding me? I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. And let's go back into the past for just a moment. I remember when this was a thing, when they were talking about Instacart orders where, oh, yeah, the tips can be adjusted after. I'm like, drivers and shoppers are going to get screwed left and right. This is going to happen more and more and more. Guys, everyone, please hit the little arrow button down below this video. Of course, after you hit the like. Hit the little arrow button that says share. Please share this with as many people as possible, okay? This is not about the views. This is about awareness. People need to know that we are onto them. Okay, these Instacart these Instacart customers and stuff. And I'm afraid this is going to happen on DoorDash because, to my knowledge, DoorDash, a few months ago made it so that you can edit the tip afterwards, or you can add a tip like up to 30 days. Remember that? Comment 333 if you guys remember that. And everybody, we're going for 200 likes on this video. Once this reaches 150 thumbs up, we will do the next live stream or video. Hopefully I could do a live stream soon when the processing issue gets fixed. So it's going to be premieres probably for now. Comment 111 if you hit the like, 222 if you haven't yet. Link is down in the description below if you want to check it out. And I'm assuming all of you guys watching right now, I'm assuming we have 40 or 50 people here. Does anybody know what the view count is? Comment 777 if you're subscribed right here on Pay to Drive with the notifications on. Comment 888 if you haven't yet. And please make sure all of you are saving money with the Get Upside Gas app. Comment 333 down below if you have it already. 444 if you don't. Link is in the description. All you got to do is pump your gas, print out your receipt, take a picture of your receipt with the smartphone app, Get Upside, and within 48 hours or so, they'll send you anywhere from 15 cents to 45 cents a gallon back, which is fantastic. And if a friend or family member signs up using your code, you'll get paid every time they pump gas. It's called Get Upside. Link's in the description. So guys, please let me know all your thoughts about this. Tell me if this has happened to you. If it's happened to you on DoorDash, if it's happened to you on Instacart, please let me know in the comments and just let me know how you would handle this. Let me know. By the way, you guys have been asking. Yes, we have Paid to Drive shirts, PTD Mod Squad. This is one of them if you want to get it. The shirts are like, I think $14 or $15. I think I make 50 cents on them, so it's not like I'm getting rich here. bit.ly/PTD or Paid to Drive merch. Link's also in the description if you want to get something. And if you do get a shirt, make sure you take a picture so I can post it on my social media. So as my way of saying thank you. So guys, get that money, get that honey, keep hustling, keep bustling. If you can do it, stay home, save lives, help stop this spread so we can go back to a semi-charmed kind of life. Do, 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 do. All right, I'll spare you. I'm not going to do it. Or should I sing it? Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. No, I shouldn't. All right. Whatever. Guys, be well. Be excellent. I'll see you on the next one. And I'll see you on the vlog a little later. Go subscribe over there. Peace.